Hello, thank you for joining us for the Juliette Manager Fall Fundraiser Program Training. My name is Jess Delp and I'm the Director of Product Program and Retail here at GSHPA. We're so excited that your Juliette Girl Scout is participating in this year's Fall Fundraiser Program. For some of you, this may be the first time that you and your Juliette Girl Scout are participating in the fall program. For others, you've done this before, and you know the ropes. Either way, we do have some exciting new information about the program this year. First of all, you'll notice that we have a new name. This year, we're referring to what was known as the Fall Product Program. Now we're calling it the Fall Fundraiser Program. And we feel that that's more customer facing, so that when people order items from your Girl Scout, they know that it's a fundraiser and it's directly supporting them and their Girl Scout experience. This year we also have new vendors. We're working with M2 Media Group for the magazine subscriptions and Trophy Nut Company for nut and candy items. So there's a lot of new products, better quality products, and new technology that's really user friendly. So we're very excited. With the new vendors, we're only participating and selling 2 items, the magazines through M2 and the nut and candy items through Trophy Nut. So if you've participated in this program in the past, the girls had the option to sell other items online, like candles and tumblers, etc. But this year, everything is streamlined, and again, the technology is super user-friendly, both for us and the customers. So it's just the magazines and the nut and candy items. And the magazines are online only, so there's no paper forms. If a customer wants to order magazines, they'll do so through the online platform. Perhaps the most exciting update to this program is the Girl Avatar. So with the new technology and the M2 site, girls and volunteers and Juliette managers get to create their own avatar that looks like them. So you'll learn more about that in the M2 site. Here you'll see some important dates listed. You will get an email on October 1st, and that will give you access to the M2 site. Then you have about a week to go ahead and make sure everything looks correct in there. Make sure you have email addresses to send to people and build your avatar. On October 9th, the actual program begins, and that's when the Juliettes can go ahead and start connecting with customers and selling magazines, nuts, and candy. The program ends after Thanksgiving on November 27th, so make sure your Juliette Girl Scout talks to her friends and family over that holiday. There's some really great items that Trophy Nut offers for holiday gifts and thank you gifts, so you'll want to stock up and tell your customers to stock up too. The last day for you to edit those orders in the M2 system is November 29th. And the last day to edit rewards in the M2 system is the 30th. So as your Juliette Girl Scout sells products, she'll earn different rewards. And you'll want to make sure that all those choices are made before we submit the final order to our vendors. So that's in the end of November. The product will be delivered to the service unit between December 14th and 17th. You'll be hearing from your VSC and your Fall Fundraiser Service Unit Manager with all those details. Same with the reward delivery. So those items, the rewards, will be mailed directly to the Fall Fundraiser Service Unit Manager the week of January 11th, and then they'll connect with you about picking up those items. January 11th is also a really important date because that's when payment is due to GSHPA for your Juliette sales. There are a lot of important people that make the Fall Fundraiser Program successful. You can see here the product program team at GSHPA, which is myself, Michelle Jenks, the Associate Director of Product Program, and Caroline Jager, our Product Program Specialist. We work internally with the GSHPA staff to make sure they have everything they need to support you. Sometimes you might get emails from us regarding product programs, so you can keep an eye out for our names as well. Now, your VSC is your Volunteer Support Coordinator, and that's the GSHPA staff person that directly supports you and your Juliette Girl Scout. They're going to be your main point of contact for everything Girl Scout related, including the Fall Fundraiser Program. Now, you will hear from the FFSUM, and I've referred to them before, the Fall Fundraising service unit manager, and they're the volunteer that works with the service unit that you're a part of, and the delivery agents, they get the rewards mailed to them, they'll have your materials, so you'll hear from them as well. Juliette's and families are in there, the girls that are in troops and their families, and of course the customers. It's one team, one dream. What's really exciting about our new vendor is that they have a really wonderful customer service team. So here you can see the contact information for M2 Media Group and their customer service. They are great at helping with any tech issues. If you have a customer or someone that has questions about their magazine subscription, anything like that, you can reach out directly to M2 for assistance. Before everything gets started on October 9th, there's a couple things you'll want to do. Make sure your Juliette Girl Scout is registered for this year. On September 10th, we're holding a fall fundraiser fun event with our vendors to meet them, learn about the new products and the new tech. So if you're not able to attend or you couldn't attend, we will have the recording, which you're welcome to view. If you haven't done so already, you'll want to submit your Fall Fundraiser Juliette Manager Agreement form. That's an online form that just says that you're supporting your Juliette and are responsible for the program. You'll want to pick up your grow materials from the FFSUM, and they will reach out to you to let you know when they have them and when they're ready for pickup. And on September 23rd, we're having our first ever virtual rally event. So encourage your Juliette to sign up. The registration's on our GSHPA website. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, on October 1st, you're going to get that email to get into the M2 site, and you'll want to make sure that your Juliette also does so and sets up her online website and store and starts getting ready to send emails to customers. You will get your troop materials from the FFSUM, and they'll let you know when and where to pick up those items. If you have questions about the materials or you're not sure who your FFSUM is, that's when you want to connect with your volunteer support coordinator, and they'll make sure that you get connected so you don't miss out on anything. The materials your Juliette will need are the nut and candy order card, the physical card where she'll take orders, the flyer from M2, which talks a little bit about the program and the magazines, and a money envelope so that you can keep track of the funds and the payments for the items that are sold on the order card. Anything sold online is paid for online, so you're only ever managing money for items that are ordered in person on the order card. Once you have your materials and you've received your launch email on October 1st, you're ready to go. October 9th is the official start date of the program, and that's when girls can start reaching out to their customers, friends, family, teachers, bus drivers, veterinarian, etc. The Fall Fundraiser program is not a friends and family only sale, so technically girls can go door to door. Make sure you're familiar with the M2 site. Work with your Juliette, encourage her to use those business skills to connect with friends and family. And then as she gets those orders on the order card, you'll be able to add them into the M2 site. In November, you'll make the final edits to those in-person orders. Again, the deadline is November 29th, and make sure that all the reward preferences are in the system by November 30th. The program ends at the end of November, and then in December, again, you'll be notified about when and where to pick up the product. You'll want to distribute those orders to the customers who ordered the product as soon as possible and make sure you have the payment. In January, you'll pick up the rewards for your Juliette and you'll make payment to GSHPA by January 11th, and you will receive an email with all of the information about what your Juliette owes prior to January 11th. In mid-December, when the FFSUM reaches out about picking up your product, you'll want to go into the M2 site and print off the delivery ticket. That's right on the dashboard in M2. But if you need help, you can always ask the FFSUM or your volunteer support coordinator. Go and pick up the product at the date, time, and location that you've been designated. Make sure you have that delivery ticket with you so that you can double check. Make sure that you have the same information and numbers as the FFSUM and use that for counting and sorting. Sign off on the FFSUM's copy of the delivery ticket And then if you notice any damages or issues with items, let the FFSUM know immediately. Ideally, you'll check all this while you're on site, but sometimes it's hard to see, or maybe someone else came in and started sorting. So if you find something wrong when you get home, again, please let the FFSUM know right away. That way, if we need to get you replacement product, we can do so in a timely manner. We know that things are a little crazy in the world right now, and since GSHPA covers 30 counties in Pennsylvania, every area is a little different. But our priority is always to keep our girls, volunteers, families, and customers safe. So we do have some safety recommendations for this year's program. Please follow the schedule for picking up product and rewards. Again, we're going to try to mitigate overlap so there's not a ton of people in one space at one time. Make sure to wear masks anytime you're interacting with other volunteers or girls. Safety first. Wash hands frequently. Bring hand sanitizer with you when needed. We also recommend bringing your own pen to sign off on delivery tickets. And then when you're giving the items to the customers, consider bagging them up and doing contactless delivery if possible. There's lots of ways to still participate and stay safe. If you have questions or need any help, that's what your VSC is for, so never hesitate to reach out to them. The reward pickup is very similar to the product pickup. Those items will be delivered to the service unit in January, so the FFSUM will have those items at their home. They'll tell you when to pick them up. Make sure you have a copy of your reward delivery ticket with you. Make sure everything is there that your Juliette earned. Sign off, and if you get home and realize that an item is missing or damaged, please let the FFSUM know as soon as possible. We want to make sure the Girl Scouts get what they earned, but we need to know if there's any issues ahead of time. Your Juliette Girl Scout is going to earn GoDo. She earns GoDo in 2 different ways. She can choose it as one of the rewards from the order card, and she also gets GoDo as her proceeds. GoDo stands for Girl Opportunity Dough, and it can be applied to any Girl Scout related cost or experience. Girls can use it towards their membership on the online shop, for trips, service unit activities, camp, again, anything Girl Scout related. Girl Scouts and troops get to keep funds in a troop bank account, and that's what they use for their Girl Scout experiences. But since Juliettes aren't a part of a troop, they don't have their own account, and so they cannot have actual money given to them, so they get GoDo, which again, they can use on anything Girl Scout related. At the end of the fall fundraiser program, we will notify the Juliettes of what they've earned, and then they can sort of cash in that GoDo and use it as they see fit. On our GSHPA website, there's a GoDo usage form. It's online, super easy. You fill that out, and that's how you cash in the GoDo for the different things. If you have questions about the GoDo form or want to check your Juliette's balance, Member Services can help you. You can email them at memberservices@gshpa.org or call them at 1-800-692-7816. If you go to our website, there's even a chat feature. So during normal business hours, there's someone live that can answer questions for you too. So this is what I was talking about a moment ago. Instead of troop proceeds, girls get their Juliette proceeds in the form of GoDo. And what we've done is we've created tiers based on how much the girls sell during the program, and that helps determine how much GoDo they get. We have adjusted those tiers after last year's cookie season to ensure that girls that sell more receive more in GoDo proceeds. Again, an email will be sent in January outlining how much they earned in GoDo for the fall fundraiser program. But if there's ever any questions, Member Services has access to that information all year round. Now that you've completed this training, you can move on to some next steps, including completing that manager agreement form we talked about. So if you get out your cell phone and open the camera, you can hover the camera over this QR code in the top right-hand corner, and it'll open up the online agreement form for you. If you have any issues though, just reach out to your VSC and they can send you the link as well. Again, make sure your Juliette is registered for this upcoming Girl Scout year. You can join the GSHPA Juliette Facebook page for additional support. It's totally optional, but if you search on Facebook, there is a GSHPA Juliette group that is just for Juliette families, and so it's great to connect even on items outside of product programs and get information. Encourage your Juliette to sign up and attend our virtual rally on September 23rd, and of course, have fun. Your FFSUM and your VSC are here to help you at any time with any questions. Again, we're so excited about the new changes this year, the new vendors and the new products. So have a great time. Thank you so much, and go Girl Scouts.